Yesterday, my Arizona Cardinals took on the Detroit Lions and we ended up losing by 7. When your team loses, your heart hurts, you are in pain, and you are sulking in anger, sadness, I don't know, whatever it is, you're not happy. But for some reason, I'm not necessarily mad. And I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through what I think about yesterday's game. There are some underlying concerns that do need to be fixed, but it's nothing like actually too major. So let's go ahead and talk about it, because the Cardinals ended up shutting the Detroit Lions out, as you guys see in the second half, and we put up 3 points, which are kind of garbage points. We marched into field goal territory, had a chance to do something, we had to get a stop, couldn't do it. Jared Goff ended up marching, but the Cardinals had a chance, and it's kind of crazy because our defense looked insanely different in both halves. The first half, David Montgomery had his way. Jahmyr Gibbs also the same way, but David Montgomery was the workhorse on this team. He was carrying people, and by carrying people, I mean the entire team. He was taking on 8 people, pause, no diddy, but he was backpacking everything. Like, the dude would literally take on 8, I can't, no matter how I spin this, it just sounds bad. Just, you understand what I'm saying. He would take the whole team on a ride.
Hey, yo, what the?
The Cardinals did not look fantastic. Then coming out of the second half, adjustments were made. And by adjustments, I mean we actually played good defense. We were getting sacks, we were getting pressures, we were getting interceptions. Dennis Gardeck got a pick. I don't think any of us expected that. Like, Dennis Gardeck got an interception. Love Gardecky, but I never would have thought he had an interception this year. And here we are. So defensively, my only concern and my only takeaway from this is that we have to play 4 quarters of great football. I mean, in the second half, we had a chance to win this. If we hold teams to under 20, that's perfect. I want to see more competitiveness though through the game, because when you actually play, you need momentum stops, you need key stops, and you can kind of tell when those are. It's hard to say, but like, you definitely have moments in time where you can't have the first 2 drives of the game, then just power through, and if your offense gets stopped, it just feels like all momentum is lost, especially because Detroit literally took over our freaking stadium. Like, they are packing it there. Just crazy to see our stadium getting overtaken, but like, at the same time, the defense did enough. Like I'm saying, like, they look pretty dang good. Then we go to offense. This is a game where our offense sold the bag. Kyler Murray, not great. That is not good quarterback play. There was a play he threw the ball into double coverage. Like, that is unacceptable. That is not a good read. We all know that Kyler Murray didn't play his best game. And the way he played yesterday is a big reason why we did not win. Now, obviously, the run game didn't help at all. James Conner did not play fantastic. I'm here to admit that. That is a major piece because we had to abandon the run game entirely. 9 carries for 17 yards for your starting running back is just not going to cut it. And I know the Detroit Lions have a fantastic run defense, but the fact that they completely shut us out, that is a problem. You can't be one-dimensional offense in the NFL. You have to play complementary. Either you have a dominant pass game where your run game is able to complement it, or vice versa. You have a dominant run game and you can rely on the pass in the back end. That's when you start getting play actions. That's when you start doing boots like we saw against the Rams. But it's not possible, and they know you don't want to run the ball, and you start airing it out, like literally taking shots like we're playing Madden. That is not good offense. Felt like Marvin Harrison Jr. had like 50 jump balls, and some of them he should have came down with, but I would say like 60% of them are just not good throws. Kyler Murray was just taking shot after shot after shot, just like F it, he's down there somewhere, and that's just not good ways to play football. The defense got you stops, and when you flip field and it's a 10-point game, if we can even get into field goal range, just take the short methodical, even if it takes time. I know you're playing from behind and there seems like there's a sense of urgency, but don't try to pick it back in one chunk every play. I'm sure they are very aware of that. Like, obviously, I'm not like a freaking OC. I'm sure Drew Petzing knows what he's talking about, and the same points are going to be discussed. But I'm not worried. We just lost by 7 against one of the best teams in the NFC. Like, this is a top 3, top 4 team in the NFC at the minimum. This might be the best. We'll see when things fully play out, but like the Cardinals, if they can clean up these minimal mistakes, we're in a very good spot. The Bills, who are absolutely beating on the Jacksonville Jaguars right now, are a team we lost by 6-2, and if we get a PI call, maybe we win this game or it swings a different way. The Lions game, we lost by 7, but like at the end of the day, it's not a game where you sit here and you're just like, oh my gosh, we never had a chance in this. That's just not the case. It felt like we were in it and the offense just let us down, because defensively in the first half, abysmal. Offensively, outside of the first 3-4 drives, was abysmal. We weren't playing complementary football. The offense needed to step up. Kyler Murray needed to step up, take short, methodical plays, and just march this team down the field, even if it ended in field goals. We ended up getting in field goal range 4 times, and the defense definitely had more than 4 stops. We stopped David Montgomery on 4th and 1. We got an interception. Those were just 2 off the top of my head, and I'm pretty sure we got a sack as well. That's 3 off the top of my head stops that the offense had a chance to go score. Just get us in field goal range. We're in a way better situation, and those are just key points. And then coaching, we have to clean up too. Like, there was a time where we were down like 13-7 or something. The Lions just pounded 2 drives on us, pause again, but they had no problem scoring. There were 2 drives that they marched, and it was 4th and 1. I don't remember where we were. I'm pretty sure we were close to midfield, where we just punted the ball away to pin them back. Luckily, we got a stop, but like, it's a questionable call. Like, you want to leave your offense out there who kind of marched you to midfield, and like, I don't trust the defense. Give them a break. They're getting gashed. I'm not going to put them on the field, because if they would have scored and that's a 20-7 ball game, that is just a tough deficit to get out of. Like, luckily, we got that stop, and they put a lot of trust in the defense, so it panned out. Just for further reference, like, I don't agree with that call whatsoever. Then Kyler Murray got stopped on 4th and 1, which again, I agree with that one. I think you should have gone for it, and I think he got that personally. I think they kind of robbed it. I don't know what they saw to overturn it. But like, that is a big time call and a huge momentum swing, because if they score there, we're screwed. Luckily, they didn't, so it wasn't a factor in this game, but just like, it could have swung out a complete different way. Just the little things we got to clean up. We got to be sharper. Jonathan Gannon's aware. Drew Petzing's aware. They got to play better games. They got to call better games, play 3-level football. You got to play on all 3 phases. And if we do that and we continue to play decent, we're going to be in a lot of games, but we don't want to play decent football. We want to play great. We want to play complimentary, and we want to win a lot of games, and we want to make the playoffs. Like, this team has potential. We just have to put it together, especially when our defense strings together stops like that, who are one of the lowest paid in the NFL. Defensively, I was impressed. You can't teach heart, and they definitely have that. But overall, not a bad performance by the Cardinals. Like I said, the defense, they had heart. And I mean, if we go to Mythic's bulletin board, we're going to go ahead and tell you guys everything that I saw. And like, these are the main points that we have to clean up. Kyler's been great all season. He has to continue that up. Like, you can't just be taking shots. I've said that so many times this video, but it cannot happen. We need better quarterback play. The run game cannot be that bad. James Conner, you got to step it up. That was an abysmal performance. That word has been used as well a ton. Like, 9 carries for 17 yards is not going to win you any football game. If it does, the team you played is booty. And the other thing is the defense needs to string together stops early on. I know they had an elite outing and a fantastic performance in that second half, and they literally stopped one of the best football teams. Like, you can't teach what they're doing over there. But in terms of momentum, you got to get stops early on, and you have to make a statement. If they do that, I'm honestly not worried about this team whatsoever, and I think we are perfectly fine going forward, so there is no concern. So with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video, man. Let me know down in the comment section below how you guys are feeling about last game. You guys have a mental refresh of last night, slept off all the anger. I'm sure there's still a little residing in your bodies, but let me know down in the comment section below how you guys feel about it and how we're feeling about the Commanders game, because the Commanders are dogging the Bengals right now. It's like 28-13 as I'm recording this. I mean, maybe the Bengals pull it off. I mean, I'm hoping they do and the Commanders just choke. My friend's a Commanders fan, so, you know, I just want to hold that leverage. And then if the Cardinals win, you know, I mean, it's just more. But I don't know, man. I'm decent. I'm sitting okay. We're 1-2. The 49ers and the Rams both have the same record. Seattle's 3-0. I mean, everybody saw that, right? Freaking crazy. But I mean, I'm not worried. Let me know down in the comments, like I said. But with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video, man. If you guys enjoyed today's video or are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content, so if you're a fan of either of those, this is the perfect channel for you. But like I said, man, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.